Welcome back to my channel. I'm Joe with Smokin Joe's Pit Barbecue. On today's video, I'm going to show you one of my favorite ways to smoke a turkey. Doing it this way, we're going to have a nice crispy skin, tender, juicy turkey. Stay tuned. You can see, look at this bark. It's crazy. Oh man, this is perfect. It helps to start with a nice sharp knife, okay? Oh my goodness. Look at that. All right, so let's get started on our turkey. This is a 16-pound turkey. Now, I normally like to stick to a 12 to 14-pound turkey, but this is the smallest one that I could find, again, 16 pounds. So I'm just gonna trim this up a little bit. Now, a couple of things that I like to do just to start off with is untie the legs, and we're gonna get rid of all this skin, okay? This is no good. And make sure you take out your turkey neck and your gizzards from the turkey. Wait a minute. Oh, this one was pregnant. Well, that's interesting. I guess we're gonna smoke a baby turkey as well. Look at that guy. All right, make sure you don't have anything else in here. All right, so I'm gonna start with removing this excess skin right here. Just cut it off. Just like that. And also take off the turkey tail. Now, I do like to smoke the turkey tails, but I will smoke this separately. Now, normally you would have a lot of skin, but this one looks like it was trimmed up. So I'm just gonna leave that alone. That looks good right there. All right, so one of my favorite ways to smoke a turkey is to spatchcock the turkey. So what I'm gonna do is just turn it with the breast side down, okay? And we're gonna be cutting off this backbone right here. You can kind of see the outline right here. In fact, I like to draw a line with my knife, just as a guide on both sides of that backbone, just like this. Yeah, this knife is extra sharp. So just grab your poultry shears and start cutting. All right, just like that. All right, so one of the things that I like to do right here is find that breastbone right here where it comes to a V. You just put your knife in there and just cut it a little bit. Turn it upside down and spread that bird open, the breast anyway, and just push down like that. There we go. So now your bird lays nice and flat, okay? So at this time, you want to turn your bird over and clean up any excess skin that you see here, any of this extra fat, just trim it off. All right, so as you can see here, I do have a lot of excess skin, so I'm just gonna trim that up a little bit. You don't need all this extra skin, plus it's not gonna be good either. Just trim it off. All right, so I've got the turkey cleaned up and I took off any of the excess skin that I don't want. Now, just in case you guys didn't know, this turkey was not pregnant. This is a Cornish game hen, okay? So I went ahead and spatchcocked it as well and cleaned it up and took off any of the excess skin. All right, so for the next step, I am gonna inject the turkey with this foul play from LC Barbecue. I gotta tell you, this has a really good flavor, one of the best injections that I've ever had. It's actually made for chicken, but excellent on turkey. So I've got my injector here. I'm gonna start with the legs. Really inject these turkey legs. So a little pro tip here, this is my injection right here, and sometimes the ingredients will settle on the bottom. Make sure you stir that up a little bit before you fill up your injection again. So stirring your injection with a spoon ensures that these spices are gonna be flowing throughout the entire injection. So I'm gonna inject the turkey along with the Cornish game hen, and I'll bring you guys right back. All right, so let's rub this turkey down. The rub that I am using today is from Suckle Busters. This is the Clucker Dust, and if you've never used it, man, this is excellent on turkey. So I'm just gonna flip the turkey upside down and season the inside. Now, I like to season the inside really good, a little heavy, than I will the outside anyway. This rub will penetrate the turkey. There's a reason why I like to go a little heavy on the inside. Go ahead and season the bottom side of the turkey leg. Man, this rub smells really good, and this turkey's not even cooked yet, so you know it's gonna be delicious. All right, let's flip it around. All right, and season the top side. Now I am holding my shaker bottle about 12 inches from the turkey. This allows you to really distribute that rub evenly throughout the entire turkey. Spread the wings open a little bit and get the inside as well. All right, so I'm going to be transferring the turkey to this pizza sheet, and I like to use this because I can easily spin that turkey around in my smoker if I need to, okay? So I'm going to season this little Cornish game hen. We'll see you guys outside. Stay tuned. All right, so I've got my smoker set at 250 degrees. Right now it's sitting at 306 degrees, but it is coming down. So let me show you these set up here. I do have 2 bricks, and I did cover them with foil, and the top shelf, I put them on top of the bricks. And the reason I do that is because I will be cranking this smoker up to 450 degrees about an hour after I smoke it for 250 degrees, okay? So doing this keeps the turkey from getting too dark on the bottom once I crank it to 450 degrees. So there's the turkey there. All right, here's the Cornish game hen. Just gonna put it right here. All right, so one of the things I like to do is just dust your turkey one more time before you close the lid. Just like that. So again, 250 degrees. This is gonna smoke for 1 hour. Then I'm gonna come back and crank it up to 450 degrees. Stay tuned. All right, so it's been 1 hour since we put our turkey on. And again, we're running at 250 degrees. By the way, I am using B&B pellets. I am using a mix of the cherry pellets along with the Jack Daniel's charcoal infused pellets. I gotta tell you, if you guys have never used that mix of cherry pellets with the Jack Daniel's charcoal infused pellets, you guys gotta give that a shot, all right? So let's take a look at our turkey. It's looking really good. That rub is definitely set. Now I am not gonna be spritzing yet. Right now the internal temperature of the turkey on the breast is at 95 degrees and the thigh is at 113 degrees. So at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and crank up my pit to 450 degrees. All right, so cranking the pit up to 450 degrees is gonna do 2 things. It's really gonna speed up the cooking process and help crisp up our skin as well. So I am gonna be spritzing with I Can't Believe It's Not Butter, but not until the internal temperature hits 140 degrees. Again, right now, the thigh is at 114, breast at 95 degrees. We'll check back in a bit. Stay tuned. All right, so we are at the 2-hour mark. Again, the pit has been running at 450 degrees for 1 hour. I think our little Cornish game hen should be ready. Oh yeah, 168 and 189, that's good. All right, so I'm just gonna take the Cornish game hen out. Put him on a tray right here. Look at that little guy, looking mighty fine. All right, so the turkey is sitting at 165 on the thighs and 141 degrees on the breast. So I'm just gonna spritz it with I Can't Believe It's Not Butter. This is really gonna get a nice color on that turkey and also help crisp up that skin for us, okay? Now, one thing that you don't wanna do is baste it or brush it. And the reason for that is because you will disrupt the rub. You'll develop a little bald spot where you take that rub off. So just add enough of the butter. All right, so after I cranked the smoker up to 450 degrees, I came back 30 minutes later and just turned that turkey around, put the breast towards the exhaust. That way you get a nice even cook. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and close the lid and wait for the temperature on our breast to get to 165. Stay tuned. All right, so the turkey is ready and the total cook time was right at 3 hours, 165 on the breast, about 189 on the thighs. Remember, we injected this so it can take those high temperatures. Let's slice into it. All right, before I slice into the turkey, I do want to mention that for some crazy reason, the left side breast was about 10 degrees behind the right side breast. So I had to take the right side to about 172 and the left side to about 165. Not sure why that happened, but it is what it is. Thank goodness we injected this turkey, so it should be safe. So what I like to do is just cut right here down the breast. And then I'm gonna try to slice with my left hand. I'm right-handed, so I'm working this knife with my left hand so you guys can get a picture of this. Okay. Look at that. Let's cut this end off right here. That's gonna be a really good piece, I can guarantee you that. Okay. Good little smoke ring, nice and juicy as well. I gotta tell you, this turkey's looking mighty fine. Look at that. All right, I'm gonna take some of this dark meat, probably from this leg right here. Nice and moist. Good smoke ring. You can see the injection right there. Let's give it a taste. All right, let's see how we did on this turkey. First, I'm gonna try the breast. Get this little end piece right here. Looking really good. Again, good smoke ring. Here we go. All right, so there's two really good things happening there. The minute I popped that piece of turkey in my mouth, I got an explosion of flavor that's coming from that rub, that Suckle Busters clucker dust. This is the real deal. And then that injection, once I started getting into that white meat, man, that's got a really good flavor. So let's give this dark meat a try. Again, good smoke ring as well. Here we go. All right, so that dark meat is full of flavor. Now, I normally like the white meat on turkey, but I am really loving the dark meat on this turkey right here. It is fantastic. So let me recap real quick. So we started this turkey at 250 degrees for 1 hour, cranked the temperature up to 450 degrees. It ran for 2 hours, and we got this amazing tasting bird. All right, so by the way, that Cornish game hen was done at the 2 hour mark. Now, I'm not gonna be slicing that Cornish game hen. I'm actually gonna have that for lunch tomorrow. So if you guys wanna end up with a delicious turkey for Thanksgiving, I highly recommend that you inject it with this LC barbecue foul play, and then season it with this clucker dust from Suckle Busters. I'm gonna be leaving a bunch of links in the description box so you guys can grab yourself some of the rub, some of the injection, the knives that I use, the cutting board, everything that you saw in this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button. Until next time, Joe with Smokin Joe's Pit Barbecue. See ya.